Going on, Jenny, what we have here is 8 words. Would you mind to read all those words, please? Number 1, what is
All
that?
the words.
Mm-hmm.
1. Generation. 2. Independent.
Okay,
3. Develop.
right?
4. Industry. 5. Increase.
Mm-hmm.
6. Prove. 7. Shrink.
Uh-huh.
8. Fold.
Very good. Jenny, in here, as you know, you're going to match the words with the right meaning. Alright? Okay, so what's letter A? To bend something so that one part covers another part. What is that?
8. Fold.
Exactly. When you fold, you have to bend something, alright? To cover
Yes.
the other part. How about letter B? Can you read it?
5. Oh, to become larger.
Mhm.
5. Increase.
To become larger, increase. To become larger. Is that increase? Yes, correct. Letter C.
To create something, usually over a period of time.
Mhm.
Um, 3. Develop.
Exactly. You're doing great. Yeah.
I will guess it because I don't know what the meaning for 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's develop. You have to create something, and it goes for time. It takes for a period of time. Like, for example, Korean country was poor before, right? But now, through because of development, then and progress, then the South Korean society is a progressive country. You understand? It was developed. Many things were developed, right? The buildings, the malls, the restaurants. Before there were no things like that, establishments like that. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, developed. Or you yourself, maybe you have developed your skill in English. Before you didn't know how to speak English, but now look what you've got. You can speak to teacher Irene. That's you have developed. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
D. To become smaller.
Mhm.
7. Shrink.
Exactly. Next.
E. The work of making things. Example. In a factory.
Mhm.
4. In the industry.
Yes, industry. Mhm.
F. Not needing other people. 2. Independent.
Exactly. So, Jenny, can you say that you are an independent student? You don't ask help from other people?
Sometimes I'm independent in most of the classes, but in math sometimes I need help
Okay. And to whom do you ask help?
to my friends.
To your friends. How about your parents? Do your parents help you?
Well, when I come from school, I usually go to math academy. So I work there, and those teachers help me.
Ah, okay. So you ask them, like, teacher, I don't know how to answer this. Would you mind to help me? And they
Yeah,
do help you.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, nice. All right. And what about the next part?
G. All the people in a group or a country who are of a similar age. 1. Generation.
Exactly. Your parents' generation is really different from your generation right now. My generation also is different from your generation right now. Jenny, could you tell me one difference of your parents' generation and your generation right now?
Um, I think our generation might have more apartments and
Oh,
large buildings than my parents' generation.
okay. So when your parents before there were less apartment buildings.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. And do you think that children's generation in Korea, they study more than before?
Uh, I don't know.
That's your homework, huh? You might ask your mom about it. Mom, in your generation with my dad, did you have to go to academy or 5 hours from school is enough? Yeah, please ask that, okay? Yeah,
Okay.
it's similar because nowadays almost all children have to go to the academies like taekwondo, math, science, piano, and everything, right?
Almost like everyone go until like 10 mostly.
I'm sorry, Jenny, can you say it again?
Um, in our wait. Well, when I see sometimes there are some people who go to academies until 10.
Wow,
Yeah.
10 o'clock in the evening.
Yes.
My gosh. Yeah, and they just come home. I mean, they come home around 11. Yeah, how about you? What time do you go home in your house to get rest?
I only do one a day, or mostly one or two. So, on Mondays I go to the math academy, and then I come home at 5, and then do Cubictalk. Then on Tuesdays, I go to swimming classes, and then on Wednesday I go to uh, a reading class,
I'm
and then
sorry?
I go to a reading
A
class,
reading class. Okay.
and then I come back and do cubic talk, and then on Thursdays I go to swimming class and math academy,
Hmm.
and on Friday I go to a speech class, but mostly I come home at 6 or 5.
At least it's not that. But when you come home, you have to do your homework, right? Homework from school or homework from
But we don't,
academy?
but we don't have a lot of homework.
Ah, oh, your life sounds pretty, lighter compared to other children, and I like that. I think it's better. When I was young, I didn't go to many academies, but yeah, I grew up like this, so I think it depends. But yeah, it's Korean society. Educate the competition is really high. I know that. So you just have to endure, be patient, and study well. Okay, nice.
Okay.
Last one.
H. To show something is true or correct. 6. Prove.
Yeah, to show something that is true or correct. What's that? Prove. Okay. All right. So Jenny, we've got 8 words, and you got all correct. You've got all the correct answers. Could you choose one of the word and make it into a sentence? Choose one of the word and use it in a sentence.
Uh,
I'll do it first. Okay.
okay.
Nowadays, I have to work hard because I wanted to study on June. Teacher Irene wanted to study on June. So that's why I have to increase more time to work to earn to earn more money so I can pay my tuition. I use the word increase. What about you?
Okay. I'm going to use the word
Oh,
generation.
sure.
Okay. Um, our generation has more good things than our parents' generations.
Mhm. Our generation has better development probably than my mother's, yeah, generation, right?
Yes.
Has developed uh, has developed, okay, a lot more than my mother's generation, right? Okay,
Yes.
amazing. All right. Okay, so Jenny, I think you answered that correctly. Moving on, what about moving to page 27? Let's move
Okay.
on to page 27. Here we go. Can you see that?
Okay.
Okay, so we have here a strategy. It says there, quickly read an instruction. What are some things robots are probably going to start doing for the first time? Them and us. Okay, can you read the first paragraph?
Okay. Robot robots are already popular in industry, but scientists and engineers around the world are now developing a new generation of robots. These new robots are becoming increasingly independent. They can cook and clean, soon even take care of young children
Wow.
and older. In the future, they will do things that only humans did before. This new generation of robots may be more like friends of family members than machines.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Jenny, what does it say? For the first paragraph, what does it say?
It says there's going to be a new generation of robots, but they're different than the other robots.
Mm-hmm. And
Like
what do they
because
do?
they can cook and may soon even take care of children and older people.
Exactly. So in the future, they will become, friends of humans. That's what they say. Okay, let's see. What about the second paragraph?
New robots are no longer just machines. They are now able to do things they never did in the past. PR2, for example, is a prototype of such a robot. At the company created it, PR2 delivers mail, but it is also able to cook and fold laundry. It can even be programmed to help older people. 5 to 10 years, robots will routinely be functioning to human environments. Wait,
Read
what is this?
Simons.
Reed Simons, a professor of robotics, predicts.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. What does it say?
It says that they're no longer just machines.
And what do they do?
They will deliver mail, but it'll also able to cook and fold laundry.
Amazing. I can't believe it. My gosh. Who is Ray Simons? Who is Ray Simons?
A professor of robotics.
And what does he think about what will happen after 5 to 10 years? What does he
Ro-
think?
Robots will routinely be functioning in human environments.
Oh, it's so scary. How about you? Can you imagine that? You're walking with a robot in the school or wherever you go, then robots are everywhere. How do you think about that kind of environment?
Well, boys will think it's like amazing. They'll like think it's just cool, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just cool, but it sounds horrible. Like I can imagine, like I wanna talk with human, not with robots. I wanna live with humans as well, but yeah, it might happen. That's just a prediction of Ray Simons. Okay, and we have only 1 minute, darling. So what I wanted to do right now is that you have to stop reading this one. If we've got a chance to talk again, then we will continue to read this story. Okay.
Okay.
Today, I want to ask you, as we wrap up our class, what did you learn in our discussion today?
Uh, like these.
What caught your eyes? Like, oh, I'm interested with this or something. Of all our discussion today, the
Uh,
topics that we discussed.
in the one we were reading now, like about the generation of robots, what
Why?
they'll be able to do.
Mm. What impressed you to that? Why do you think, oh, this caught my eyes? What they can do? They can cook. They can even deliver a meal. Is that surprising?
Yes.
Uh huh. It surprised you. Okay, so Jenny, I'm so glad I'm able to meet you today. So who knows, we're gonna meet another time, okay? And
Okay.
we will continue this, or your next teacher, you can tell, teacher, I'm studying this page and I want to continue to read it. And after that, you will be answering several comprehension questions.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have
Bye,
any question before we end our class?
Sam.
No more? Okay, have your dinner. Goodbye. And,
Bye.
and good job, Jenny.